Hello Mersey Beat lovers and welcome to another vlog. Today we're at the magnificent Gawthorpe Hall in Lancashire.
Burnley.
Well,
it's just on the edge of Burnley, isn't it?
And it's also known as the Downton Abbey of the North, the Downton of the North. So what do we know about Gawthorpe, Catherine?
Well, it's the Shuttleworth family, isn't it, that have been here over time since about 1388.
Yeah.
Also, the name Gawthorpe means cuckoo in place, doesn't it?
Cuckoo in place.
That's how you interpret it, yeah. And we know that Charlotte Brontë visited here with, was it with Anne Gaskell?
She did.
Yeah. Do you want to elaborate a bit on that?
Not really. We're in the grounds here. It's quite beautiful. The grounds are run by the National Trust, and the house itself is run by Lancashire County Council, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've just been in the house. It's absolutely beautiful.
I mean, this is their first opening day today,
First opening day post-COVID.
Yeah.
It's great to get out and do another stately home gardens tour. So we're going to have a look around the gardens here. Yeah, apparently Charlotte Brontë stayed here twice.
She was invited, wasn't she, by
Janet,
James
and Robert
Shuttleworth.
K. Shuttleworth. They'd
Worth.
befriended her because
She was a writer.
over there, in that direction, is Haworth. It's only 12 miles
It's not
away.
far, is it?
Across the moors.
Yeah.
We're in Lancashire now, but Haworth is in Yorkshire.
You could walk it in a day.
The Brontes walked everywhere.
I know they did. And with them very ridiculous tiny little leather boots.
Yeah. So anybody who knows the Brontes are one of our favourite authors, aren't they?
But can I just make a quick mention to they've always had a big textile theme going on in Gawthorpe Hall, haven't they, for educational purposes? Post-COVID, obviously, but at the moment they can't do any school groups and things like that. But they've got a great exhibition by a textile artist called Nikki. I think it's Nikki Partman. We'll check on the detail later, but it is in the video. But she's done some beautiful work, and it's she's worked with plastic and created some amazing things to raise environmental issues. And she's featured a lot on imagery from the Roman goddess of flowers, which is Flora, goddess Flora, and took themes from the Roman festival of Floralia. So it's a beautiful exhibition. So if anybody's up this end and you come to Gawthorpe Hall, make sure to see that exhibition because the works that she's done are amazing. All around flora and fauna, which is very fitting for our Mersey Beat channel, for the viewers. Don't you think?
Do you know what? You can tell we're really excited today because we're going from one thing to another. I was about to launch into a salvo on the Brontes and the Bronte sisters and the Bronte way, but you've stole my thunder.
I'm sorry, but that artist is really good, and she's actually exhibiting in there at this very moment.
There you go.
There you
it's
go.
A good
That's
reason.
present, Phil. The Brontes.
It's a good reason
from the past into the present.
We're all about the past, Kath.
You know all about that. Okay, carry on.
The past is where we come from, Kath.
Yeah.
We've got to know about the past, otherwise we wouldn't be where we are today.
Of course we do, but you've also got to actually celebrate the present moment, and that's what we're doing.
Should we have a look around the grounds? Because I'm fed up now. See you in a minute. I'll turn the camera around, we'll have a look.
See you later.
Bye. So here we are at Gawthorpe Hall in the grounds, which are managed by the National Trust. And Lancashire County Council actually managed the house itself. The house was built around, it's a Tudor mansion, about the early 1600s, by the same fella who built the Houses of Parliament. And
Doesn't it predate the 1600s?
No, it's actually this house was built in the 1600s.
Right, but there must have been one prior to that.
Very early, 1605 I think it was.
Because I think the Shuttleworths have had involvement since 1388, haven't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it must have been prior to that one, yeah.
Was built by the fellow who built the Houses of Parliament and the Highclere House.
And what was his name? Sir... Oh, I can't remember now. We'll flash it up.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Highclere House was
he was
used...
Sir.
Highclere House was used to film in.
Downton Abbey.
Is known as Downton Abbey, and Gawthorpe is now known as the Downton of the North. Interesting fact. So shall we go for a walk?
Yes, let's go through the grounds now.
So, interesting features around the grounds, including this little bridge with a little stream running through it and a bit of a sculpture there, which we don't know what it is.
Stone.
So let me tell you a bit about the Brontë connection to Gawthorpe. We'll walk down here. Charlotte Brontë first came here in 1850 when Robert Shuttleworth, the owner of the house, befriended her and invited her to the house a couple of times, actually twice, in 1850 and 1855. She came back in 1855 with her husband, Arthur Bell Nichols. And it was then when it said that she actually she developed a chill whilst walking here in the grounds, and she later succumbed and died from that. That's as the story goes. Now Haworth is only 12 miles away from here, in this direction here, and it's this is actually marks the end of the long distance footpath, the Brontë Way. It ends here in Gawthorpe at Gawthorpe Hall, and it goes all through Lancashire and Yorkshire. This is in the Lancashire bit, and then you go through Haworth.
It's to walk, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's about 43 miles. The entire walk.
I'd like to do that.
And yeah, the Shuttleworths were a wealthy family who befriended Charlotte when they found out that she actually just lived 12 miles away. And of course, she'd written Jane Eyre even. With her. And they were excited to bring her to her home and get to know her. So that's the Brontë connection. Anybody interested in Brontes and the literature?
Now, did she meet with him? I was going to say Ian McGaskell. Did she meet with? Did she meet with Gaskell here?
Who's Gaskell?
Is it Anne?
Anne Gaskell. No, Kath.
Did she not visit here with her? No, at any point.
No. Elizabeth Gaskell.
Sorry.
Became a lifelong friend through her acquaintance with Robert Shuttleworth here. And Elizabeth Gaskell
was another author, really, wasn't she? What did she do?
She wrote North and South and Cranford, and lots of. She was very much influenced. She's a Manchester artist.
Now, isn't
very much influenced by social issues of the day. In fact, she was a friend of Emily Pankhurst's, no less. And her house, Elizabeth Gaskell's, still
in Manchester.
Still in Manchester, yeah.
Can you visit?
Yeah.
And it's all as it was.
More or less. Yeah, it's by Manchester University, the house. So it's lovely and leafy down here.
Yeah, we've got some bluebells out, if you've noticed as well.
Yeah. Woodland walk. Woodland walking.
Isn't that sunshine lovely?
Yeah. And screaming kids. Doesn't get any better than this.
I think it does.
So it's the first day today, represents the first day that the hall has actually opened up to the public with the COVID crisis, and so we've been in.
I think the volunteers are
had a great look round.
A little bit of a anxious moment, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit tense in there at the moment.
Because it's not a huge property, and apart from the long hall there, the other rooms are very small, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you can only get so many people through, keeping socially distanced and everything else.
Yeah.
So what are we doing now? Walking?
We're still walking. We're still looking for where Charlotte Brontë became ill.
Ill?
Ill.
she became ill.
Charlotte Brontë became ill in these grounds, apparently so, but I don't think it was. It was actually.
I think she was already.
No, she was. It was complications of pregnancy.
Was that the only cause, though?
I think that's what the general consensus is. That it was that.
Because remember, in Haworth, they were dying like flies, weren't they?
They were.
Because of how the cemetery
highly
was buried.
unsanitary conditions.
The water supplies
the
were...
Brontës died pretty early on.
Did they die pretty much from TB and other?
Yeah, cholera and TB
and dysentery.
And typhoid.
Oh, typhoid.
Yeah. It was to do with the dead bodies and the fact that they had flat gravestones and the bodies were buried at the top of the hill.
So it was all running down.
And all the decomposing matter of the dead would run down the hill and contaminate the water supply.
They never knew that was causing the issue,
They didn't know it at the time.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You're talking about the early 1800s. Early
I often wonder what would have happened if, they lived into old age, Anne and Charlotte and Emily.
Yes.
What other wonderful works they would have produced. I mean, I think there's probably there are rumours that from Charlotte's memoirs that there are literature writings of Emily's hidden in the house, but nobody's
apparently
found them.
That novel by Emily Brontë, Wuthering Heights, one of the best novels ever written.
And that's been reinterpreted in so many different ways.
And to think that she only wrote one book is a tragedy.
Yeah.
Isn't that a tragedy?
Well, it goes to show what she would have been...
It's one of the greatest books in English literature.
Yeah. It goes to show what she would have been capable of, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's a first.
Yeah. Now, we're coming up to some gates and cattle grids now. So
you're taking the grid?
I'm going to stop at some old gates. We'll go round.
Oh, you scared cat.
See what I mean? Well, isn't it lovely round here?
Look at the posts.
Yeah.
So how big are they? I don't know, how big are the outer parkland and gardens around Gawthorpe here?
I really don't know,
I haven't checked.
What we'll do is we'll visit the formal gardens as well, but with this woodland walk.
It's more immediate at the minute, isn't it?
It's really nice to do.
And it's lovely, yeah.
Yeah. We all enjoy a woodland walk.
Look at that scenery, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Our last walk, which I hope that you enjoyed, was to Cliveden House along the River Thames. This is a bit different.
Just past the trees. See that really lovely clump there?
A clump of bluebells.
Oh, it's more than a clump, it's quite big, isn't it?
Well, it looks like a clump from here.
No, it's not a clump, that, Phil.
And what's a woodland walk without bluebells?
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They seem to be further over as well.
Yeah. This time of the year, I hope you all, as gardeners, not just gardening, but getting out and having a look at some nature.
Appreciating other gardens.
And
wild meadows, open landscapes.
Doing all that stuff that all enriches our lives. So what can you tell us about this walk, Kath?
I'm doing the walk at this very moment. Where does it take us? You see, this is only the second time we've been to Gawthorpe, and the first time the house, like you've said, was under renovation.
Yep.
That was back in 2015.
Yeah, I know it was.
When they did that.
Yeah.
Because we were talking to the lady, weren't we?
I think it was 2014 when we came.
Yeah. But it had already started, hadn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us a bit about this. We were talking about how big is the outer estate here.
Well, we don't know. We're
we
just
don't
walking.
know. We don't know how many acres it is, do we, at the moment?
No.
But we're just enjoying it, really. It's just a matter of, you know,
Enjoying the moment.
ditching the phones, ditching the devices, and enjoying what's immediately before us. Yeah,
It's really nice, isn't it?
it is.
It feels like you're on holiday, like you
Yeah.
said. We were talking to one of the guides in the hall, and it said, you know, when you start opening up and get back to normal, it feels like you're going on holiday. And just even driving here today was it was lovely, wasn't it?
But also, you know, just the simple things, like she was saying about, you know, noticing the hall and the gardens as you come in, or just sitting down and having a coffee outside when it's open, obviously. But just doing very simple things means so much more now.
That's it.
Than when we did them in pre-COVID, which we took for granted, really.
We did, yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? Very proud of that lodge.
We were just talking about Gawthorpe as being there's a bit of a melancholia.
Yeah, there's a certain
About
melancholy to the building, isn't there?
We felt this before in other National Trust properties, haven't we?
And Shibden Hall's a bit like that, isn't it?
Shibden Hall, and yeah, it's I don't know what it is about it, but you get this feeling. There's the grounds.
I mean, some interiors are very uplifting and inspiring, aren't they? And others you can get a sense of not so much.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
There's a kind of like faded grandeur
Faded grandeur, yeah.
about it.
But it is a beautiful building.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things we're really quite disappointed about.
Absolutely.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's an old barn, and there's no cafe open today.
No. And that would be managed by the trust, wouldn't it?
National Trust, yeah.
It's not open, whereas the house is managed by Lancashire Council.
And as you can see, there's not many people here now. It's what, 4:30 in the afternoon?
Well,
We've
we
more or less
arrived
got it to ourselves.
about 2:30, didn't we? And there wasn't many then.
Great lawn.
Handful of people, really.
Yeah. So you've got it to yourself at this time of year. You know,
I
just
love
coming
the
out of
windows
lockdown.
and the architecture above. It's really interesting.
Late Elizabethan, going into Jacobean. Let's go and have a look at the formal gardens at the back here. See if there's anything we can sort out some ideas from. You never know, do you?
Landscape's beautiful here at the back.
Yeah. Formal gardens that look like a parterre.
But the further on landscape is really
Yeah.
like a tapestry.
This box edging here. Very nice. There's a kind of Gothic feel to it, isn't
That's
it?
what I said earlier, yeah.
Kind of a Wuthering Heights.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of Heathcliff.
Yeah, it
type
is, isn't it?
Gothic exterior. Let's walk amongst the parterres.
Well, Shibden was very much a sense of that.
Shibden.
Yeah.
Shibden is the home of Gentleman Jack.
That's right.
And it's in Halifax, isn't
Halifax, yeah.
it? Yeah. Gentleman Jack.
But it's not a big property like Gawthorpe there. It's much smaller, isn't it?
Yeah.
More modest.
Is the river?
No, that's the
I'm not
River
sure what-
Calder.
Is it the River Calder?
Yeah, that's what you mentioned earlier. Volunteer.
It's beautiful.
Well, fascinating building there, nonetheless.
Go on, because I didn't even turn it on.
Oh, you are joking! Did you do that deliberately? Or have you lost your marbles?
Let me explain what just happened there. We've just been
just
doing a piece to camera for about the last 20 minutes. And we didn't turn
I never turned it on. That's twice you've done that on this video today. We had to do it earlier on and retrace our steps.
What's the best thing about this?
The best thing about this today is if you're up here near Burnley, come and see Gawthorpe Hall. It
Near
is
where?
Burnley. Come and see Gawthorpe Hall. They've got a lovely textiles exhibition at the moment.
You've told them all about that.
Come and see it. Come and view it. Come and see the hall. Come and learn about the history. Visit the grounds. And maybe make an early start and have a really long walk during the day because there's loads of walking woodland trails that you can go on for hours here. So yeah, all in all, it's been a nice visit.
It is. And if
What's
you've
been good for you?
And if you've enjoyed this vlog, then please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, like our page, and leave a comment.
Yes.
If you like.
If you like what you see, if you don't worry about it.
That's a downer, isn't it?
Okay, finish that now.
Finish what, Kath?
You can finish the video now, so.
I'm going to get finished off now.
Anyway, the box edging's looking good.
Okay.
Are we done?
I don't know. Have we finished now? Can we go home?
Are you still filming?
Yeah. Well, I've just wasted
You've just
20
wasted
minutes.
20 minutes.
filming nothing. Talking to a device that doesn't work.
No, because you haven't switched it on.
I know. I want to get back to the plot, I think. Got things to plant out.
And you've got work to do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go now. Wrap it up.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
See you soon.
Bye. What's it all about, Kath?
You're asking the wrong person, Phil.
Come on.
That'll be for another philosophy chat.
There's got to be more to life than this.
Oh, look, kingfisher.
I can't see one.
I've just seen one
Have you?
on the end of that branch there. It's just gone into the water.
Oh, there you mean? Oh yeah, that's it.
Is that? I don't know if that's the kingfisher, is it?
It looks like.
Yeah. See on the branch?
Yeah.
The one I saw just swooped down. This is more than one.